FASTHTML is a new library created by the guys from Answer AI. It's a Python web development framework, but it's quite unique in that there's no templating, and it's all in Python, and it's just a very simple way to program. So we'll probably just go through the examples. So this is to just complement the blog that I've written. So the first thing you do is you create a Python file. So on this one I've just created simple underscore app.py, and all you do is just import everything from the common, and then you just create a root and an app, and then you just create an RT, and then this is the default page that's going to return from that RT page. So ideally that should be like that, so it just reads a bit better. So div, that's a div element within HTML, and then which is a function here, but that just translates it to or spits out a div tags from HTML. And then P stands for paragraph, and that's a function again, but it just correlates to a P HTML tag. And then we've got the hello world, which is just there, and that's going to print. So that's essentially all this page does. It just prints hello world. So to be able to do that, so let's just clear that off, and then we'll just type in Python. Because we've got this server at the bottom, all we need to do is just run the Python file. So Python, and it's simple app. It's going to run through. So it's going to create this watcher, and then it's going to tell us it wants to open up in a browser. So we just click open. Here we go, we've got the hello world, and that is for that one. So if we close that down, we've got one that's slightly more complicated. So this uses HTMX. So HTMX is it's a new library. It's been about 2 years old, and the idea behind this is that you don't need to write any JavaScript. Everything is using the hypermedia. So I'll just go through the example again, how this works, because it can get quite complicated. I'm currently going through the hypermedia book. It's a fairly dense book, but it's quite interesting actually. So same thing again, we're importing the roots. We've got the root there, so we're just using them. We don't really need app, I don't think we're calling it. We're returning a div, and all we're doing is printing hello world, and we're adding a button. So what's different here, we've got this HTMX get. So that's going to run when you click, so it's going to run the click. And the target is going to be message. So it's going to look for an ID of message. Where's the ID of message? It's here below the button. So we'll see in a minute where that is. I don't think you'll see anything on screen where that div is. So it's just a blank entry, a placeholder if you like. And then this is the action that gets called. The click, so if the root click just says button's been clicked, and that will appear in the div. Right, so let's run that. Simple HTMX. Get the capitals, and run that. Web browser, there we go, we've got nothing below it, click, and then we get the text, and that's it.